when we walk up.
It's like you turn invisible when you get closer. Can you force it to keep the focus on that distance? So,
No, there's nothing.
No.
It just does what it does.
Yeah.
There's no settings for it, unfortunately.
You could have told me I was there like we're behind the tripod.
Oh yeah, I know. I forgot.
That's cool.
It works?
It works. Perfectly fine.
Does anybody want to volunteer to call Zanzibar?
To do what?
Oh, are they going to stream this show?
What?
Are they going to stream this?
Oh no, we're just gonna go there afterwards.
Oh, okay. That seems like a rec bar might have been more appropriate.
What bar?
Rec bar, recreation.
What I heard of it.
Like pinball all over the place, bunch of video games. They have a board game night. It's a fairly new thing out in J-Town.
Have you? In J-Town?
Mhm.
Oh wow. Sorry, have you been to Zanzibar?
Oh yeah, it's been a long time. I know a guy who works there, starts lunch.
Oh okay.
What's a Z? Is that like the?
Zanzibar. It's just short for Zanzibar. It's on. It's over by.
Golden
It's on Preston.
That one for submissions, I'm having, I like the
Go like this. Focus. Wait.
yeah. Deadline for submissions got bumped up to Friday evening. So, until Friday to submit games. Great new event. I can't submit, I can, go to,
Did anybody already call Z-Bar?
I didn't call the area, you want me to?
I'm about to right now. I was just checking to see if they had shows tonight. It shows their next show is the 7th, so it doesn't look like they do.
Yeah.
No.
Hey there, Internet.
So this is a live stream this time, Eric. So let's refrain from the
Hi, live stream.
let's refrain from talking if you're Eric. I'm just kidding.
Just turn this on.
Also, if you're in the front row, you're on camera throughout the whole thing.
Speakers on the
I'm trying to get like an estimated head count for who's going to Z-Bar afterwards to grab dinner and drinks. Can you raise your hand, please, and keep it up until I let you know who's going?
I'm a maybe. Anjali's.
5 people?
You sit down.
Is that it?
Here, we'll put 2 more in there as maybe.
Yeah, I counted you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going?
Sure.
Okay. 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I don't think I need to call for 6 people.
No, I don't either.
I need to call when I was like 15.
Raise your hand if you're exhausted.
Alex, your camera is reversing the video.
Yeah, it's just for just on here.
Oh, okay.
Because once it's actually.
Yeah, the text and other stuff, I didn't want it to look weird.
Are you looking at it on your computer?
Not yet. It's not showing anything yet.
When it does, it'll be the right way.
Okay.
It's just a thing that Hangouts does. This is sweet because you could do really nice pans, really smooth
Yeah.
pans.
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, that
Some of your art, some of the
I want to
Camera
use
tripod,
this.
it comes with an assortment of attachments
That's
to
sweet.
get into those corners.
All right, who wants to go first? All right, me and Alan are gonna do the little like talky intro thing, and then we'll call you up.
That was deceiving.
Sorry. All right, we are starting the broadcast. Should be starting. It says that it's started. There we go. Okay.
Hey, now I got it. All right.
Do you have audio? Can you tell me if the audio is working?
Had it turned off. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. We're all good. Last time I did this, or last couple of times I did this, I've had audio issues. Okay, so everybody's looking pretty tired.
Long night.
So this is the longest jam that we've done as a group. Most of the time we do 48-hour jams or 72-hour jams. So this has been our first.
This is the first jam that we've only done as a group. Like, this is the only time we've ever done one. It's like the first time we've done it in Kentucky. Like, that's the only people participating in it. It's not just a worldwide thing.
Yeah. So do you want to say a little bit about what KFP is for the beginning of the video?
Yeah. So Kentucky Fried Pixels has been 2 jams, a 48-hour jam where you start an idea, or you take in an existing game, first of any jam we've done before, where you can bring an old game in and flesh it out, come up with a prototype or add a new feature or something like that. And then the second jam is a 1 month long jam. You can just take the rest of the month to work on your game concept and flesh it out into something bigger than just a 48-hour project, which I think is something that I think every one of us has said, like, we wish we had the time and the focus to devote to a project that isn't just 48 hours. So I'm actually really proud that everybody has been involved in this. So.
Yeah, so today is the last day of the 30-day jam. So this is the grand finale. This is the last thing. So now we're going to be spending a week or 2 getting the bundle ready and then putting the bundle out. So we're going to have a bundle of games called Kentucky Fried Pixels. It's going to be available on itch.io. We're going to be posting it on LouisvilleMakesGames.io, LouisvilleMakesGames.org, and we're also going to be posting it on Twitter and talking about it a lot over the next couple weeks. So it's an opportunity for people to buy games that are made in Louisville as one big bundle, made in Kentucky, rather. For a lot of developers and small startup indie groups to make their first dollar off of making games. So that's kind of a cool thing. We're going to try to promote it a lot and get everybody to have a group effort in promoting it. So we're going to try to do a lot of marketing over the next month. And the cool thing is all of the money that we make off of it is going to be a pay what you want bundle. Half of it's going to go to the developers and half of it's going to go to Louisville Makes Games. So that we can keep running events like this and keep having a space for people to do game development. So everybody who participated, let's just have a quick round of applause for everybody who participated.
As of right now, we have 18 submissions, 18,
Nice.
Wow.
18 games made in Kentucky that are going to be sold in about 2 weeks.
Okay, it looks like people are doing a really good job with getting the images and marketing stuff ready too. It looks really sweet. So that's pretty solid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's people who haven't submitted yet. So there are a few people that that talked to personally that have been working on games. I don't see their names in the list. So we're probably at least going to get 10 more potential games.
Sweet. So it's like, what, almost 30 games?
Yeah, almost 30 games made in Kentucky. I've got confirmation from Nathan Fouts from Maui Fest. He's going to submit.
There's a group in Lexington.
There's a group in Lexington. Nathan's going to submit, what's the name? I'm not shooting one up. Like Hardcore or something?
Oh,
I forget what it's called.
Explosion 8?
No, that might be it. But he's going to submit one of his games. He's going to make his itch.io premiere on there. He has a Steam page, but he's going to put a bunch of his games, I think, on itch.io, either in the bundle or for full price on there. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Cool.
And then a couple people from Lexington who still need to submit. A couple people, I think we've got at least 1 or 2 people from Indiana, and Ohio got stacks on stacks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
But he's actually from Bloomington, Indiana. That's Indiana's game, so he should. Yeah, so that's Indiana.
So we're gonna have 30 games submitted, created in Kentucky, in the Kentucky-Anna area.
And so the big thing now is putting the finishing touches on your games and then marketing. Like, we all need to do a big marketing push for this, or it's not going to succeed. So Kara's heading up some of the marketing stuff, but we need all help. We need to submit as much marketing content as we can. And Kara has a form that has places to put a video, places to put promo images, descriptions, all kinds of stuff. Everybody needs to make their own press kit for their game, and then we're going to have a single place to put all of that. But also put it up on your website, promote the bundle. Everybody needs to push to market it, because it's not going to happen unless we all.
If you need any help with your marketing materials, you can contact me. If you need my email address or Twitter, you can contact me on Twitter and I can help you out. We're going to be I'm going to be putting together a promo video, kind of like some of the older Humble bundles. They used to have like a kind of a clip reel of games in the bundle. I'm probably going to start putting that together over next weekend. So try to have at least like a functional build I can play and record like 30 seconds to a minute of gameplay footage on, so I can put that together for kind of a clip reel.
And if you can, it would be even more help to Alan to record the video of 30 seconds of the stuff you want to show off the most, so that he doesn't record something that maybe wasn't exactly what you wanted. So if you want to save him time and also get exactly what you want to show off, make your own video and send it to him.
Yeah, and you may email people.
Yeah. And as much of a group effort as possible is going to help this go easy, because a lot of people have a lot on their plate, and it's going to be tricky to get all this done.
Hopefully for a lot of you, this isn't the end. You can continue working on your game. You don't even have to ask us permission to release updates or new versions or whatever for the game. itch.io is really flexible. If somebody owns your game either for free or they've purchased it, it'll actually email your customers if you've released an update for your game. And if they're using the client, it'll automatically download the updates for them, and it'll deal with all that stuff. So, I encourage everybody to continue working on your game and update it up to the 18th, which is the soft launch date. That's the date I'm shooting for release for the bundle. Everything should be done by then and compiled. All the promotional materials will hopefully be done by then. So,
and just remember, get a build out as soon as possible, but it doesn't have to be for every single platform that you want to end up with. You can release a web build today or tomorrow or something, and then later on put up your builds for Mac, Windows, and Linux. And I'd recommend that everybody has a Mac, Windows, and Linux native build for their game, and because we're focusing on computer for the bundle.
Because so it's going to be sold. I think that itch has the ability for web games to be locked behind a paywall. So if you haven't purchased the bundle or if you haven't purchased the game, it won't show the web player. Once you purchase it, I think you can unlock it. So it's got it's super flexible.
Yeah.
I've been
basically the only platform you can't do is iOS right now.
The only platform.
But I would don't do any builds other than Mac, Windows, and Linux unless you've got the Mac, Windows, and Linux installed. Focus on that.
Or specifically your game is Android or something.
Yeah, unless it's a special thing.
It's just super flexible. So I realize now that with the bundle settings on itch, there's actually the ability to do tiers on your own game. So if you have certain files you want to put behind a price tier, it will actually tie in with the bundle pricing. So if somebody pays over a certain amount when they purchase just your game, you can include a soundtrack. So if they pay over $5, they get a soundtrack. But with the bundle, the cool thing is all of that stuff carries over. So if they pay over a certain amount, you'll also get stuff like that in the bundle. So if you include a soundtrack for $5, you can adjust how much of that is blocked behind the paywall in the bundle. So it's super flexible, super cool. Like stuff along the lines of like what Humble Bundle offers. So.
Sweet. So real quick, if don't forget the Mac and Linux builds. A lot of people. So if anybody needs somebody to test their Linux build, who can do that? Like, I mean, I can. Eric probably would. Ben could. If you need someone to test the Mac build of your game, I can help with that. I can test it out. There's some other people that have Macs. If you need someone to test the Windows build, we can do that. Okay, cool.
Just about any platform.
Yeah, so don't hesitate to do a platform that you don't have. Get someone to help you do it because we want to try to make all the games work on those three. And then, is there you have anything else?
Yeah, if you're listening at home, if anybody's on the stream, the deadline for submissions to submit the actual game project onto itch was extended till Friday at midnight. So you have till an extra 5 days to submit your game.
Cool. Okay, so I think Roaring Cat was gonna go up first and show off their stuff. I got the
So
Yeah.
say your group name, what each of you did, and should we have like a thing like
yeah, maybe like something you learned or like
usually
or
just something you
oh,
learned?
an interesting thing I was thinking of is how much work do you think you got, like percent-wise of your game, did you get done during the 48-hour versus the 30-day?
Mhm.
Because I know for me it's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Just somebody.
Oh, who has the projector remote? It's on Chromecast.
Yeah, sorry. So we're Roaring Cat Games. I'm Barry. Did all the programming,
And I'm Roy, I did all the artwork.
and we had another team member, Nathan Hutchins, who isn't here, but he worked for Roy a lot. He did all the music and sound effects in the game. So I think we probably did way more of our work outside of the 48-hour jam.
Cool.
The 48-hour jam, we had 3 new weapons we were adding to the game, but that's about all we got done. We did a ton of polishing and bug fixing and just general underlying engine stuff before and after. So I'd say the majority of our work well outside of that initial jam. Which is probably reverse of what we. But so our game's Galaxy, and we're just going to play it, and I'll try to describe what's going on. Hopefully, we'll do what I'm expecting. So this looks different than Jam by a little, well, somewhat. We got rid of those play asteroids at the beginning. You don't have to fill them with trees to start. You can click them to move. We also have play and options, so we actually have options. You can turn the music on and off and everything. You can also just move around. Yeah, we'll go to the options menu. Just a simple options menu, music, sound effects. This is control boost, whether or not on your ship moves pixel to pixel or it's like scale movement, which this feels really good on some mobile devices where it's a large screen, but you've only got kind of like an iPad, so you've only got a little bit of area that you can move around. It's pixel to pixel, you can do this. So. And when you get hit, there's some vibration control, so that's on and off. You can also, so before you hit play, so we changed this so that you can just like move around and shoot these trees just to kind of get used to it. And so the sound effects are also different now, way better than a gunshot. Feels way softer. And they don't fly off. You can just fill these with trees infinitely, so you just find as many trees as you want. So just kind of play around with it. Yeah, exactly. Well, alright, so we went through a ton of stuff that we had in like 3 seconds there. So the control scheme is way different than after the jam. So now, this is all designed with mobile in mind. So the desktop's a little bit weird. it's a demo, I guess. But like when you release your finger, everything slows down and you can pick one of these weapons. And you can kind of see what's going on, but you don't totally pause the game. Like if you stop, it's also going to come after you if you're in a bad spot and you don't move. You're still going to die.
How did you come up with that control scheme? That's really cool.
We borrowed it from. It's pretty much taken from a game called Squadron, Squadron 1945, which is the mobile shooters that we were playing with. We changed it just slightly, but I mean it's pretty much just their control scheme. We added our options. And so we have the 3 different weapons: the normal gun that just shoots seeds and plants trees, and this aura weapon that. This is probably the most fun. Like everything that gets in the region slows down, but once it comes out of it, it speeds back up again. So it's like a pollen aura. It'll just keep adding trees to stuff. There are power-ups. I'm waiting to see if Lloyd can get one here. If not, we'll just cheat and space bar.
So you got it. Choose a different weapon.
Yeah. So when you get hit, instead of just losing, you've now lost the weapon that you were using, and you have to switch over to one of the remaining weapons. And your upgrades only. Well, we haven't hit any power-ups yet. We're still working on balancing the number of power-ups and everything.
There's a power up.
Yeah, so there's one. When you get a power-up, it only upgrades the weapon that you're currently using. So now his helicopter seeds they're wider, so they have a larger range and they're shooting slightly faster.
So I'm gonna cheat and get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cheat all the upgrades.
Let's hit the space bar first.
All right.
So this is the final upgrade. All the final upgrades have visual indicators, and this one has 2 giant cannons. Just kind of shoot on the side. And this weapon knocks everything away. So like when you get it fully upgraded, it feels pretty invincible. And so this is the final version of this.
That's cool.
And if you pause, so this is one of the coolest visual things, and it's a total accident. But if you can get in a spot where you can move fast out of this, yeah, it's hard to see.
What is this called?
Yeah. So, click relaunch. We forgot to show something on the screen. Well, so we also have this help message at the beginning, and nothing starts until you touch down for the first time. So you don't even see any planets, you don't see any enemies. You're not going to just like get dropped right into the game until you are pressing down and ready to go. So that was a big change we made. Another big visual. This is very small, but it was pointed out to us by
Nathan Thompson.
yeah, Nathan actually pointed this out. He's way more into shooters than we are. But the yellow on the ship is the only part that you can get hit on. Everything else doesn't matter. You can pass right through you. So that's the part you have to protect. Like that's the indication. You have to protect that. John, those little bubble sounds were added.
What's that mean?
So when they get filled up, that's what you're hearing right now. So when he fills this up, it becomes a planet and it stops shooting and it goes. And it's not coming across, but every tree that plants also makes a very light bubble sounds. It makes it a lot easier to hear on a mobile device.
Did Nathan do the sound design?
He did all the music. all sounds.
Okay.
With the exception of right now, the helicopter seat sound, which he's working on. So yeah, so this track, background track, is him. There's another track that we haven't got added in. We're gonna blend them all together and just have one long track.
That's it.
Yeah, so go back, there's something in the option screen. We're not sure what exactly we're gonna do with this, so this is added in the last one. But this a special Kentucky Fried Pixel film. Yeah, if you click on the version down here, we've got a kernel cat. It's gonna do something, but right now it just slides it into. It's probably gonna bounce around back here. Talked about having chicken wings start raining down.
Floyd, what's an art cat's mouth?
What's that?
What's an art cat's mouth?
He's a tablet that, but it's still small, I can't see it.
It looks like something got built.
I thought it was like a straw.
Yeah, probably.
So that's the game. We gotta do some more like difficulty progression stuff. All the stuff we keep saying we need to do, we just don't really know how to do it. Exactly right.
We need to sit down and do the level design. Too long.
Do a little bit.
Yeah. That's it.
All right, who's up next?
I can go.
Sure.
Sorry, taking the call.
Oh, he was like.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How's the trim work?
Well,
Did you do a good job? Oh, the trim's not quite done yet. I'm sorry. Tell me again. Is he working on it right now already? Yeah, probably.
So my name is Ashley. I've been working on a downhill racer kind of game right now. So got some kind of control panel that tells you how to play. Got options. Initially, we'll have backwards. So since the game jam, we've got new models for people. I don't know why the audio is not working. There we go. Okay, cool. So the way it works is because it's your like soapbox derby style, so that it's the carbon engine, right? So it's all downhill. So when you start, you have to hit space bar to have the guy push you off. And then you have these like power ups that boost you along the way in case you like slow down or slow down. If you get turned around and there's not a power up around, you're just kind of out of luck. You have to restart the level, but that's kind of part of it. So this is a new level. It's based on the terrain. See, there's a jump coming up here. It's pretty fun. And then we get to the beach end here. So this is the finish. So right now there's only one level, so you can restart. I started when I had 3 levels, but they were all half done. I figured it was better to have one that was finished. So there's that. I think next what I'm trying to add is like a ghost system so that you can see your previous run through with like the best time. I had started working on a multiplayer and I was like, well, this is gonna take longer than I have, and then I was gonna do a split screen, but then I saw all the issues like that Unity has with split screen, and I was like, okay, well maybe not that one. So there's still a plan to do AI with some AI bots that drive around, and I've got that started. But I think for the jam, it'll probably just be like the ghost system. I think that's doable here in the next few days. And I think that's it.
Who does music?
So Brandon Bass, this is a song he did actually for a previous game that never got released. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's a local guy. It's been repurposed.
That's awesome, yeah. How much, like, what was the ratio of doing the work done during the 48 hours to the month?
I think it was probably like 30% during the jam and then like 70% or so afterwards. I redid a lot of the stuff that I did in the jam, so there was that. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about wheel colliders, which was really interesting. I think I finally settled on an approach to doing a racetrack, because at first I tried like modeling the terrain. That was taking forever, and then I tried using Unity's terrain, and that didn't get quite the effect that I wanted, but it's what I went with in the end anyway, so. That's it.
How's it going?
Okay, so we're Rise and Shine Games. It's me, Veronica Rivera, Anthony Quisenberry, and Matt Caldwell, and Ryan Giordano, who is here. And we made 2 games for the Kentucky Fried Pixel Bundle. And the first one we're going to show off is called Calabunga. Yeah. You start off, there's 3 levels right now. You start off as a little baby cephalopod, aka squid. His name is Calvin. You try to get 5 coins, and then it'll get you a power up. And you'll grow up into the stud nothing here. And you get to shoot 8 blocks after the goes. And the difficulty goes up pretty tremendously at each level. But yeah, you try to get 5 coins to power up, then kill the ghost, and then you go to the next level. You get you got a little hit pearls up there. Once you hit 0 on those, you lose a life, and then at the end you'll have to start over. When you hit the ghost, you kind of bounce away, so you have to be careful because you can fall in the water and you back up with you. Alright, you got them all.
Is there any real questions so far? Or?
How many levels do you have planned?
So we plan on supporting the game for a while and adding different worlds. So you'll notice whenever we beat a level, it says beach, and then whatever level it is in the beach. Very similar to the Mario style of.
So I imagine once you get all the so I imagine once you get the gameplay down, you could just go to town with it, get new textures and.
Yeah. So there was actually a lot of there was a lot of things that I wanted to do as far as puzzles that we didn't get to do because of running out of time. So during the time that we support, we will probably add in a bit of that.
I was going to say that's it. Easy to get trapped out of there.
I have a question.
But
Why do ghosts hate octopuses?
Natural
Enemies of the empire.
Yeah, so the story behind is the ghosts kind of control this beach. And what you're trying to do is get rid of all the ghosts so that you can get all the hot girls and the beach can attract more tourists. And stuff, because, you know, no one wants to go to a beach that's full of scary ghosts. That's deep.
Oh, and the squid economy is doing bad, so they're trying to make it more attractive to tourists.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's the Squiddy Doo.
Is your squid made out of hot dog stuff?
Why can't it swim?
Uh,
It's a squid.
Land squid.
Kentucky land squids.
So,
Whoa! We can run as fast as Pink shoots up. That's cool.
Alright, so I got one try at this one. The victory scene.
well, yeah, this is it.
So I guess that means you and I actually have to play the game in order to see what you do.
There's you.
And that's it. And then we have. Keep trying to work on that. Now this one was mostly Matt's game, and we would prefer to have him here to share it.
Yeah, where's Matt?
He had.
So this was more for mobile, but basically it's like Pong. We try to avoid the sharks. The sharks are so very dense.
You guys don't like keeping sea life in the sea.
See's scary.
So, yeah, the sharks learn how to fly and set eggs. So we're trying to get them back. We just, yeah. And the cool thing about this is it stores your eggs, and the idea is that you can get enough eggs to buy the different levels. And so right now we're just kind of packing it for show. And we plan on adding more levels in the future, even some hidden levels that you'll have to overdo.
What's in the corners? Secrets?
Yeah, so now we're in outer space.
Space.
In the space quiz.
Alright, and that is what we managed to do in the last 30 days.
Nice.
Wilderness. A little bit of setup if you want.
Do you have a handle for your studio?
What's that?
Do you have a handle for your studio?
Too busy posting to our own pictures.
Yeah. first before. You need 4 controllers for a game, so need 4 at the time.
4 players?
Yeah.
What?
But, oh, right.
Yeah.
Where's the,
Alright, so I guess we'll do introductions. I'm Josh. I am the artist and animator. I also did 3D modeling on this as well. This is Alan. He did all the programming and everything else.
a little bit of design.
We go by Spacetronaut, which is just the name we go by. And
We thought it sounded cool.
yeah, this is our game Sphere Kill, which is a local multiplayer first-person arena-based shooter. And
The concept is that the concept is that you are locked in a ball and forced to combat each other by knocking each other off the platform. It's kind of like a fast-paced shooter where shooting the other player is not the main objective. It's actually running them off the side of the level.
So the amount of stuff we got done, I would say, is pretty split from the jam. We got a lot done during the jam. A lot of the menu stuff was done in the past couple of days. And I think it was conceptualized a week ago. So
a lot of the work since the 48-hour jam has actually been balancing and tweaks. We added a lot of things like abilities in specifically a dash and a jump ability, which once we added those in, it completely changed the whole feel of the game. There was a lot of balance work to do for this, and it's not nowhere near done balancing, which is something that is new to us. We've never done a game where we had to tweak little values until something felt right. So this is the menu we did for the game. Kind of starts out as like a full 3D environment. So you've got the controller. So it's controllable completely by game path. So I did a system where the camera moves around the environment just on different paths. So you define what the paths are. And the camera kind of moves and rotates there. Have an options menu, you can adjust elements, controls menu. Up to 4 players can play, so if anyone wants to join us. Anybody else? So you just hit X.
So the
Or
idea,
A, sorry.
the idea
A.
behind this menu actually was you go up to the bar and he asks you for your IDs, and you're going to eventually place down IDs with the characters, like information and stuff on them.
There's character select, which changes the sprite. It doesn't actually change anything in the game.
Right now it's just in there.
So the idea is you hit start, it puts the drinks down, and then it goes to the band that's playing. You can pick the level on the projector in the background. Right now there's only 1 level. So you just hit start. So yeah, you just run around and you try to bump each other off the level. It's first to 5. Left trigger is to boost, And the bumper, the left bumper is the jump.
Left bumper is
Left bumper, L1, it's like L1, little bit controller.
yeah. Is there, oh, I see. It's got a level up.
Yeah, there's a cooldown. No. What's this? Red trigger? Is it working?
Oh, I didn't have any ammo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is that enough ammo?
You
You
have
have
to
to
you also have to pick up the gun.
Yeah. There's some sound issues we have to work out. It's just stuff to do with split screen, and that's kind of been the biggest challenge is getting a lot of these elements that would like work fine and would be really set up in single player, working in a split screen environment. Even simple things like sound effects, like don't really play nice in a split screen environment because only one camera, only one player can listen to the sound at the same time.
Did you fix that?
What?
Did you fix that?
The sound?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, it's still trying to figure that out.
Like it's not a single player.
The firing speed and ammo count is pretty low in this game, just to kind of encourage you to bump into people more rather than rely on your guns. So like getting a bunch of momentum before you try to run into someone.
It seems kind of preposterous for the ball to jump like that.
Oh, somebody won. Me. Sorry. I've been playing this game way too much, so I've kind of become a little good at it. So, yeah. So that's Spirit Hill. We're just trying to kind of invoke the fun that like a lot of split screen shooters, had like 10 years ago, playing like Halo or GoldenEye or Quake with your friends. Kind of have that fast-paced style going for it. So, it's actually looking okay. We haven't tested that part yet, but yeah, the past couple days have been rough trying to get the menu working, and that's been all of our work. So.
The music's really great.
Yeah, that's our friend Carson. He's been doing music for a lot of our games for the past.
It's actually in a punk band, so
Yeah.
it's just like songs that he actually does.
I think it's frozen. But that's okay.
Well, we already showed it.
Yeah, we already showed it, so it's okay. Yeah, we learned a lot with this. Trying to do full 3D environments and first-person level design and all that. It's been challenging.
Any questions or anything?
Thanks. Yeah, a lot of it's him. I just made the camera move.
It's really good.
There's some more questions.
You want to do it?
Sure. Let's do it. Are you gonna show it on your computer? Eric?
Yeah.
That's
That was crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy.
crazy.
I don't know how to follow it.
That was so punk rock.
Oh, man. Oh,
No, it's like
that
they're-
cable stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Password. Then your computer.
Whoa.
Hackers.
How many bytes did you have there?
All plays.
That was a lot of bytes.
Hey, do you have sound?
We're gonna find out.
I don't hear any.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You have to interact with it.
Should we say anything before we start?
Oh, yeah, introductions.
You have to interact with it? Let's do my computer. What? Why does it do that?
It's how it works.
No, mine starts automatically.
Okay, introductions. Ben, why don't you start off?
Alright. Hey, I'm Ben.
What did you do?
I did the sound. It should be starting automatically.
It's
But, okay, it's fine. And I also did some programming.
I'm Eric, I did all the programming, besides what Ben and Alex did.
I'm Alex. I did some art, some programming, some planning and game design type stuff.
I'm Kara. I did art and UI stuff that Alex didn't do.
There's most of it. Cool. Let's try that. Sure.
I hear the sound now, but it's just fine.
Turn it
That
up.
was crazy.
So this is a game about becoming garbage island in the Pacific Ocean. First level's really quick.
We want to start you off with positive here. No, I didn't. Look at this. Such a good job.
No, we're just testing the level design stuff. All the UI stuff is really new. The cameras are getting it out. Stuff is cool and
Level design.
yeah, it used to be random. Or as they say in the industry, procedurally generated.
Not that this is random, but
This is human generated, right? Yeah. So every level you get a score out of 3 stars, and Eric's just like,
You get a level 6 or something? Here, whatever.
You know, we don't really have a real rating system yet.
yeah.
It's either 3 stars or 0 stars.
Cigarettes and straws are new.
You did have cigarettes.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that.
the most littered item.
They're what Marty McPaper puts off into the ocean.
What?
It's just what Marty McPaper threw into the ocean.
Oh. I think you should have Marty McPeter's newspaper in there. Yeah. Anyway.
So we have a level select screen now, and then we also have a button to restart. So there's 8 levels. So it's kind of
Categories.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I think,
Which one's it? Is that good?
I think the next one, I think.
The frame rate's so smooth now. Yeah, Eric fixed all the issues with splat.
Yeah, there was
All
a giant
these-
engine of there was like multiple weeks where I sat there.
Yeah.
Oh man, the speed is so much better. Eric had to literally grow a gray beard. He shaved it off.
And that sound that plays when time is running out, where it goes da 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 da. I came up with that today.
So this is the Kentucky level coming out.
I think so, I can't remember.
Ah, did it
Yeah.
freeze?
Then we'll never see it. No, just go to level select.
You can't do anything.
Refresh.
Okay.
That is not
The good news is the first level's in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You can't actually get to the level select screen before it's splitting a level because.
There's no point in that.
So it's-
5.
Oh yeah, 5 just crashes.
Oh no.
That's why it's the Kentucky level.
That's 6.
It's like our university system.
Ah.
Oh, anyway.
There's 6. No, you don't get to see the Kentucky level. That's all that we have to buy a game.
You have to buy the game, you have to see it.
It's basically what we're calling. Take it. They're banjos, bourbon. Cap that HDO.
You can say.
A lot of this is our interpretation. Like,
So-
where does the eyes come from?
I think the Trump ballots are up to interpretation.
Yeah.
Well, where are the Trump ballots?
They're really yellow things.
Oh,
I might not have put them on.
I guess I'm thinking of already.
Try to get the ship.
That's a swole.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, Kira's been coming up with all the names.
You get paper flakes whenever you hit.
Yeah, Eric's a boy.
Yeah.
We got some like water drops and other stuff in the works.
Is that the year the world ended? 2011?
Oh, what did it say it was 2011?
It's something.
Undelivered.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, what was 2011?
The year before the rapture.
So all of this is based around the trash island in the ocean. So this is basically the backstory. How that happened.
So we want you to stop littering.
Yeah, a sentient
You!
box.
Stop littering.
Where am I gonna put all my do not litter codes? I don't throw them in the ocean.
I wish we could go the other level.
No.
That's okay.
Buy the bundle.
Are you trying to get that iceberg? I don't know if it's gonna work. Do we make it harder to pick things up?
No.
No, there's just more like, mean things.
Wait, is this level 1? What is this?
I think this is level
Fish Pond
8.
Island.
Oh.
All of Fish Pond.
So we're on
So you're a coral reef.
We're gonna have some levels where you have to collect certain items. It's really Avatar inspired, so
It's really good. That's about dead fish hunting.
you have to get all the fish. You have to see why. Please
I know, we're gonna make it so when you get like a lot of items in succession, it goes so just the same time. So I feel pretty good. You don't like want to play this game, but
That's so the driftwood is the only item that has.
What actually do
It
it.
doesn't just
It
float away.
is happened. We didn't do that on purpose.
Is it still bugged like that?
We just left it. It's driftwood. It just floats away.
You kidding me?
So can you get?
You have to have like momentum in order to go through, right?
No,
No,
it's
size.
size. Oh, so you have to be big enough to get them.
It would be cool if
And you have to get them on the right side because you're trying to make a big farm. You can't just collect everything on the bottom or on the right. You have to kind of make it a circle. Yeah,
You can get that from the other side of the.
try the right side.
Oh, I bet you could get that iceberg, maybe.
She has a nice hat right now.
Yeah.
I know, it's very pretty.
Oh, come on.
It's up to interpretation.
If you're really careful and you only get items on like all the sides except one, then you have a big gap where you can stick an iceberg. Anyway.
That's it.
I love your typography on that.
You said you had an interesting story.
What?
You said you had an interesting story at the beginning
No.
of like the amount of time or something, the ratio?
Oh, I think that we spent most of the time on this game outside of the jam because it was a game that we did on a previous jam. It
Yeah.
was a Lunar 34, 33, something like that. And then we worked about one really big day during the jam and today, and Eric worked a lot in between on stuff that you can't exactly see, but is really important to getting the levels working.
Like the frame rate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's stuff that you wouldn't be able to actually play the game if it didn't happen because it was really bad. Sort of stuff. And now sweet. So you splat. Cool. Awesome.
I could do Marty McPaper.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
You're already up there.
Yeah. When I had like, there, anybody else have any tracks? Hi.
So hey, I'm Ben, and my partner Hannah is not here today, but do we have the adapter for?
It's in the bag. It's the white one.
Thanks. Hannah and I worked on this game called Marty McPaper Epic Delivery Service. We might change the name before the official release. I'm not sure, but
What was the other title?
Like Marty McPaper's last day on the job or something. As the theme of the game sort of drifted since we started playtesting it. Originally, it was about like not breaking windows, and now it might be about breaking windows. We're sort of considering changing that theme up a bit. The way the game plays right now, some of you have already seen all of how it plays. There are some behind-the-scenes things that have been happening. One is that the engine I've been using to code the game, there are like several problems with it. And one is that this dependency just like no longer works, so we can't do like new image sheet builds anymore, which is like a major problem. So anyway, I've been rebuilding the game in the Splat engine, which we use to make cluster junctures now. So the goal being performance increases mainly. There are a few other reasons I wanted to try that out, but
Switching to Splat for a performance increase. It's such a weird concept to me, but
it is weird because
it's
it
true
wasn't
now.
always that. It wasn't always like the obvious thing to do, but but the engine that I've been working with, which is called Quintus, has not been developed like in the last 2.5 years or something. So I had to do a bunch of engine upgrades before I built this game, and I've just given up on doing this. So yeah, I have Windows, Mac, and Linux builds of this game though on and they work as far as I know, at least on my computer. One of the people's I've tested on itch.io, and if I can find this stupid game. It's right here. Is it oh, it's there. Sweet. So this is yeah. So anyway, as I already said, some of you have already seen this game. Some of you might be curious that I didn't have any music or anything. So that's all good. The main thing now is that it's like really fun to get you can break these doors as well. But you actually get breaking down the doors because some people deliver the newspaper. Also deliver the newspaper to your shop windows. But we're thinking, basically, the idea is Marty McPaper is this paper boy. He doesn't really like his job that much. Like, he looks so unenthused. But we're thinking of making it so you get like, score time mode, you're breaking a bunch of windows in a row or something. And at that point, it's like, well, maybe we should change the name from Epic Delivery Service because the customers probably don't find it very epic. Maybe Marty McPaper's last day on the job, or what was Josh had a really good idea.
Maybe some Marty McPaper's 2-week notice.
Yeah, Marty. Why is this not?
I like 2-week notice.
Yeah. Anyway.
But Marty's dad owns the Windows company in town.
Yeah. Well, Marty's dad owns the Louisville Makes Yeah. Oh, yeah. So things like the score, it's not totally, well, that was weird, why is, anyway. The score is not super prominent. You don't, unless you're like looking at the score, which you shouldn't be if you're trying to, play the game. It's not really obvious if like what you did to the house is good or bad. And so before this, before the promo release and everything, we're going to be working on just some minor sort of aesthetic enhancements to kind of let you know what you're supposed to be doing, as well as a sort of a menu page, which is literally just going to be like tap to play the game. And my goal is to make this game playable on mobile. One of the issues with this game so far has been that it doesn't run very well on some computers and on mobile. And the goal is to have a good mobile app for working that will let you just like basically hold and tap. Like the way this game works right now is you can just do this to throw the maneuver, but you can also hold and like go. So it'll be like a sort of a tap and release kind of thing on the phone. And we were talking about like having obstacles so you can jump over and stuff. That could be something for a future release, but right now, just having a mobile game where you can just tap and release and play this game. Kids seem to like it when we play tested with them, so we're just thinking of trying to get that working really well. So. Yeah.
I love the bicycle bell and the music.
The bicycle bell and music?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. I kind of felt super proud of myself when I figured out that one. Yeah. So I'm glad you like it. Anyway, this music is heavily inspired by the theme from the game WarioWare Makes Games. It's not the same song, I won't get to it, but it's similar. I listen to a lot of it.
I hear that.
What?
I was like, I can hear the.
Yeah. They didn't have a mic or anything, but anyway, that's the game. And if you all have any ideas about, how to make this more
Sweet jumps.
You can get like 3 or 5 doors in a row. You get some like or a bunch of windows in a row.
Animation.
Like
You should
oh yeah, that's actually
the boss.
So what's hard about it right now is that I would really like to have like a mechanic where you get like how we were talking about the cluster junk. We were talking about like you get a lot of pieces of junk in a row and you get like a like combo counter. I would love to do something like that with this, but what's hard about it, at least right now, is that you're limited in your firing rate by the drawback and release of the arm. And at least the way we've designed it doesn't make a lot of sense for anything to go faster than this. So, for example, it's pretty much impossible to break more than, if you're like really careful, if you have a house with like 3 windows, you might be able to like get like 1 window there. I mean, it's really hard to like even break 2 windows in one house. So it's kind of hard to imagine someone like racking up really high combos of hitting things.
Maybe put a little English on it, let them, aim a little left, a little right from where it looked like it was heading,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it would be hard on mobile. I mean, maybe we should just make the throw faster, or maybe we should, I don't know. But we're going to be working on 3 actively between now and
You have like a store of a power up or something that increases your throw speed for a bit.
Okay. Anyway, but I'm really excited that this is playable native builds and machines.
You could put them on a holster on the side, instead of on the back.
What's the progress on the splat?
The split. You want to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Hey everyone, this is horrible. Oh, I do have cluster jump going.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why, you could hear the sounds of the sea on parchment paper. How do I make this stop? Hold on. I have to open the task manager. If you leave this open after a while, it'll just crash your browser. So. Apart from that, maybe kill a GPU process.
There's no GPU process.
What?
I don't think there's a GPU process.
There was a GPU process and I killed cluster dump after I killed it.
Really?
Yep.
Weird.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I don't think any of us knew that.
Was it Chrome?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a cluster jump had a GPU processor. Anyway, if I go to oh, come on. Okay. Oh, that's not. Okay. No. Yes. Okay. This is the splat version of White River.
Looks pretty good so far.
I know. I know. So. I know. So you got some houses, right? This is all the development version, which is why there's rectangles around everything. What's really cool and different about this version versus the other version is that one, you can go forwards and backwards. Actually, that's going to go away, but you can do it right now. And you'll notice for performance reasons, the houses get deleted once they go off the edge of that screen. But also, you can do this. Whoa! Yeah.
Didn't the old version have a thing where you could jump and it would like you just fall down?
Yeah. Yep.
This is kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a lot like that. Anyway, that is the game. So now this seems like it's like what you say you've been working on a splat version, and this is all you got. Well, some of what I've been working on is hopefully this will get merged before you will, right? Yeah. So I just made a pull request to the splat engine, which will probably go in the next major release. Which is for object pooling. If you don't know what that is, basically you have like spaces you've allocated in your browser's memory resources to create data to store. And what's happening right now with these houses is every time a new house comes up, we create a new entity in memory for that house that has like all its characteristics about like where the windows are, where the doors are, whatever, and like keeps track of things that hit different parts of the house, etc. Well, that can add up over time, and then garbage collection comes in and has to like run this massive process to delete everything that got used and let go over time. And what we're doing instead is we're using object pooling to reuse places of memory that we've cleared up, and just add and make the new houses fill up those old spaces of memory. And what that means is garbage collection doesn't run, and so your frame rate doesn't stutter. It ends up making the performance of the engine a lot smoother over time when you are creating lots of new objects. So that will hopefully have, so that I spent a decent amount of time last week on that. And also, I have been, I don't know, I just spent a lot of time sort of like planning all this out. So I'm thinking this build process will be hopefully faster. The coding process will be significantly faster than what it took to build the other version up to this point, because I'm just recreating things I created in the other version. So, yeah.
Sweet. Good job.
Who's going? All right. Are you on?
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Rex. I worked on this game called Hydra Chicken. A little background on it is this is a game that I worked on I teamed up with an artist, Con Bells. He's not here today, but he did all of the art, the music, the sound effects. Yeah, so like everything you can see. see and hear. We worked on this during the Ludum Dare in December, and so let's actually start with this, because this is how. So for Kentucky Fried Pixels, I wanted to take what we did in December and port it to the latest Splat ECS engine, and I didn't quite get there, but this is kind of where the original game was. Actually, mention this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start over. Sorry. You don't know to put the right. So
Full screen.
The
Zoom.
full screen.
Zoom.
Oh, here. That's kind of lame. Okay, anyways, so yeah, like the inspiration for this game was the Ludum Dare in December, where the theme was growth and 2 buttons, and the controls for the game are on a keyboard, it's F and J for the left and the right heads. If you watch it on, or if you play it on a phone, you can actually tap on the left or right side of the screen to get the